I'll end on this. I don't know if this is going to be any good. It's maybe too raw. Have you ever done corporate team building? Nothing will drive a team at each other's throats faster than... We had a psychology session today where we were all meant to sit down during the week and fill out a form so that they could tell who we were and milk all the fucking value out of us they could. No, that's unfair. They just want to help us and love us because that's what all corporations do. Anyway, listen. But I had a baby running around and a pregnant wife, and I'm setting up a new house because we moved here. And so I didn't really fill it out. I just sort of made patterns with the form. And then it came through saying, James, you're such a devoted, hard-working team member known for your organisational abilities and easygoing attitude. It's like, that's not a bad illusion for them to have, I guess. But I just... you shouldn't have an arts degree. It doesn't just not set you up for a job, it actively fucks up your ability to do any job. And so we're going through with everybody in the team, and this really nice man who's leading the discussion gets us to go, well, do you think you're more emotional or rational? And people are going through the team and they're dividing it up. Someone's like, I'm 80% rational, 20% emotional. Everyone's doing it, and they're like, oh yeah, I think I'm 95% rational. They're all doing this. And the guy gets to me, I'm at the very end, and he goes, James, what about you? I was like, I'm so sorry. I don't want to derail this. We're on a Zoom chat. I reject the premise of your question. And he said, so we're trying to see if you emotionally respond to things or if you're more rational. And internally I'm going, yeah, I know about the Myers-Briggs test. Like, I know you're trying to set me up for a thinking-feeling divide. I said, like, well, listen, there is a pervasive school of thought, you know, within Freudianism, that man is made up of ego and id and superego, base animal emotional desires on one side of the brain, and then the other side of the brain is reason, logical thought, and that there's a governing body that determines the two. I think this is postmodern bunkum. Man is one. There is a platonic good, and if man is ordered naturally, that which he reasons, he shall also feel. And the guy was like, okay, but so we're just trying to figure out if you're more thinking or more emotional. I was like, I find it impossible to answer that question. In the scriptures, to know someone is to have sex with them. Which is not just an interesting, archaic thing to say, it's a demonstrative, the most carnal, animalistic fuck time. This is also when we have the most cerebral, logical understanding of a person. The two are one. The good cannot be divided. The teleological end. And he was going, yeah, but we're just trying to understand thinking or emotional. I was like, it's emotional! It's obviously emotional! My mum doesn't respect me. And he said, I don't know, he said, how do you want to divide that up? So, give me 100 on both sides, baby. And he let me do it because he was a really nice man. And that happened earlier this afternoon, and I have to go back to work with those people tomorrow. Like, that wasn't just me having a conversation with a guy. There were 25 colleagues, most of whom I do not know, just sitting on the Zoom chat going,